leader, you are helping other people to recognize their strengths, because typically what I see is when people have a strength in something, because it's something that might be very normal or very natural or very usual for them, they're often blind to it themselves. So having somebody say to you, do you know what, actually, this does stand out. This is something that other people notice. This is valuable. This is useful. That can be hugely, hugely beneficial, because I remember actually reflecting back, a manager once saying to me about building relationships as a strength. And I remember at the time thinking, that's not a strength, that's just something that you do as a human being. But it's only when I had more experience and I looked around and I noticed that not everybody was doing that, that I started to see the benefit of it. But had my manager not pointed it out to me at the time, I don't think I would have realized it for a long time.
I had a manager at one point and learned so much from her. One of the things that she did was carved up responsibilities within her team. So there were 10 of us that were part of her team at the time. And the way that she carved up the responsibilities and the tasks that she allocated were very much aligned to our individual strengths. And what that did was meant that each of us had a very specific and clear part to play as part of that overall team. And of everybody that I've ever worked for, she was the one we would have walked over hot coals for that woman.
Absolutely.
So by thinking about how she could carve that up, she made life easier for herself because she didn't have to didn't have to performance manage. We were doing the things that were naturally aligned. We could all see our own strengths, but we could also recognize and value the strengths of others in the team. And as a team, our reputation was really strong. We had each other's backs. We worked well together. Like I say, we would have walked over hot coals for her. And our reputation within the organisation as a result of that was really, really positive.
Do you know what? There's an activity that I run fairly regularly on leadership development programs. And when we're talking about raising self-awareness, our start point is thinking about what's the best leader you've ever worked for and the worst leader you've ever worked for. And some of their behaviors, some of the characteristics, some of the things that they actually do, and also then what the impact is on you. And one of the things that consistently comes up for best leaders are the leaders that develop them, the leaders that focus on their strengths, the leaders that build up their confidence. And so what you're talking about there in your experience doesn't surprise me one bit.